let me describe the whole scenery of the day one Black Ink. Listen, that was a raging madhouse. Like it was raging, bro. Like put it like this: Project X was what we thrived on. That was our movie at that time.
Right.
Anybody ever seen Project X? It's a bunch of white boys who have a house party that go out of control, bro. So when I mean out of control, put it like this: we did back then, we probably got hit with Fed charges and like that,
right?
Because I mean, yo, there was Molly going around, there was fucking no coke. We ain't allowed that.
No coke.
No coke.
That's the Noriega question on there. He'd be like, yo, you ever did coke?
Nah.
No coke.
Nah, I mean, the Molly, that's when Molly first came around. And no chicks, they bring it like, oh, they doing all that. Yeah. The pill popping, all that. Weed smoking. Cops knew we was smoking weed way before that was legal. They was like, yo, just let these eat, because, you know what I mean, they cool. And we never had no problems at our parties. Right. There was no fightings, no shootings, none of that.
Have a good time.
Exactly.
Right.
Yo, listen, when I mean it was Project X every day almost, Henny was like, it flew like gallons of Henny flew out of this shop. Like, yo, our birthday, I must have counted, 42 bottles of Hennessy left? And those are the gallons.
Right.
So this is what I mean, like, it was always a good time. We used to have Hennessy Fridays and like that. Right. And Hennessy Fridays, bro, you couldn't even find parking from 116 to 110. So that's how I used to go. And it's like, that's just crazy.
And you was able to manage that under all of this?
Yeah, because what you do is
organized confusion, I would call it.
Yeah, because I had to learn that. Like, we bringing all these people in, how do we capitalize off of it? If we bringing all these people in and people know we the spot, then hey, we should capitalize on really getting tattoos on these.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, we got confused after a while. Like, we just like partying. I was like, wait, ain't we supposed to be tattooing? And that's when, you know what I mean? That's when I had to kick into my boss mode. Like, nah, this is how we gonna do it. You feel me?
Right.
We tattooed from this time to this time, and then we party. You feel me?
Okay.
So we had to work hard, and then,
so you had to establish some type of structure.
Exactly, but we already had the network. Like, everybody knew us. So once we like, yo, see, yo, he's doing this tattoo. He's doing. Oh, word! I've been wanting a tattoo. We already had it. So we didn't know how much money we actually had in the pocket before we really was going for it.
So the original cast members, I would say Teddy, Walt, Puma,
right?
And we go with those three, right? Those you would say is the core, right? How are your relationships now? Each individual, and collectively, is we talked about it off camera, and we'll probably talk about it later about a reunion and all that. But tell me a little bit about your relationship, because I know these are your brothers. You know what I'm saying? These are your friends, brother. However you want to call family, I would say. Can we say that? Talk about your relationships now, like from then to now. Have they grown? Where are they at?
Ah, man, that's a good question, right?
That's a great question.
Because I mean, a lot of people see the difference now. You feel me? Even from Instagram, like, I haven't taken a picture or followed any of them in years, and I sometimes the street be like, nah, I ain't gonna really do that. I ain't gonna say nothing, you know what I mean? And just keep it to myself. But at the end of the day, like, Walt, me and him came to we ain't really come to no type of agreement. It's just like, it is what it is, and
Right.
it was what it was. You feel me? I'm not one of them that sit there and I'm not gonna sit here and try to do something or try to how can I say,
bash him or
anything like that, try to taunt him. Like, yo,
right.
at the time he's going through something, and you know what I mean, sometimes people do shit to the people they love instead of doing it to a stranger. You feel me?
That's interesting that you say that again, though.
Yeah, it's like
our people need to hear that, man.
Sometimes
because we lose relationships over some
shit, and there's always some bullshit, and then it's like sometimes sometimes you gotta put yourself, after you get out of your emotion, you gotta put yourself in that person's shoes and be like, yo, he's looking at it at this view, and you didn't understand that shit. Like, he's probably looking at it like I wouldn't miss it. But my shit is like, bro, you could have just asked
me.
So it's like,
Right.
that was where the confusion at, and it's like, damn, I'm lose somebody over this. Is like, that's what really bothers me, because it ain't no monetary. I don't really give a fuck about that shit, right? We'll get it back together if it's like that, but it's just the betrayal situation. You feel me? And then even with Puma, it's like, I always knew how me and Puma always had our differences and like that. And I always say, yo, listen, we'll get past it, because when we was younger, we let other people play in our heads, especially when we first got on TV, and they wanted that whole black man with the power struggle,
right?
With him opening up a whole nother shop, like they wanted that, and we didn't understand. We played into that role. So when I finally like, you know what, I ain't doing that with this nigga no more. This used to be my, you know what I mean? I went and doubled back for homie when he was in the slums of Newark. Like, yo, listen, I'm hearing how you nah.
This is a legacy.
Yeah, come on,
let me
bro.
Pull my brother back
like,
in.
yo, come on. I'm bringing you back in, because I'm seeing niggas eating and wasn't there from day one, and I simply had a misunderstanding with you. So you know what I mean? This is how I'm gonna do it.
My brother, let's go. Yeah.
With Ted now. Ted, that's my cousin. They wanted to come Ceasar 5. I was ready to sit here and say, yo, bro. And I said it, yo, bro, don't worry about it. Went to them and said, yo, listen, if you cut him out of here, man, it's my cousin. I didn't even tell that nigga that shit. I told him, you gonna be good, right? Bet. What they did was, they gave him a raise and they kept him for as long as I was there. Now, my shit is just like this. I showed niggas loyalty, and I always have. When they could have stood up and said, yo, listen, we ain't filming without Ceasar, doing anything without Ceasar.
They didn't do that.
They ain't do that. And I can't tell what to do, because you got to see where their loyalty's at. I'm not going to tell you like, yo, listen, make sure you stand up for me. You ain't going to film with. Nah, you supposed to naturally feel like that. You feel me? Then when they start changing numbers and start acting weird on you and shit like that, then you start saying like, damn, they ain't really love me. They needed me for the time. And that's when, this is where our relationship is at right now, bro. Like, I didn't sit here, my number ain't changed or nothing like that.
Right.
I still was fucking with niggas until I started seeing the snake ways, and like, you gotta understand too, that's what happens in the street. It don't matter if it's your day one. They's gonna try to snake you for shit they want, and they envious.
So where's your heart at right now? Like, so if I mean, off camera, we was talking about reunion. You was talking about like setting that up. So are you open to like mending some of these relationships with your brothers?
Yo, listen, I'm open to getting some money. You know what I mean?
Open to getting some money.
Yo, listen, if these relationships are supposed to get mended, they're gonna get mended. But at the end of the day, I feel like this, right? I'm gonna keep it 100. If betrayal was forgivable, the devil himself would be sitting next to God, bro.